on essaye comme ça. Oui, on marque. Je veux bien que vous marquiez comme
Avec
ça.
le bas.
Ouais. Bill, it's fantastic to see you here in Paris. It's a city you know very well. You've been here so many times.
But not recently, so it's really fun to come back and to see my work here in this incredible gallery.
Here we choose to put together works from the 70s to the very recent works, film, video, paintings, drawings, and of course photographs and Polaroids. There are not only dogs in this show, and dogs are put together with some works we are not very much used to see here in Paris. Speaking, for example, of your paintings and your recent paintings, I think the most recent work in this show is the painting of the Blue House.
Well, I've painted and drawn houses a lot because they're easier to draw than an egg beater, which Stuart Davis did paintings of. So houses are easy, you know, they go like that. They're recognizable. You don't have to get into the things you do if you do a portrait of a person. And also they seem to, I look at them all the time. I'm living upstate now in New York, and I'm just looking at houses constantly.
Thing that strikes the viewer is a very strong connection of your work with a lot of works from the one side conceptual or minimal art. And one of the very interesting and funny things to see is how you involve dogs also in this conceptual or dimension.
Yeah, some of the works looked like Solowit with a dog on top of it, so I was aware of that.
I'm sure
Yes.
you were.
Yes.
All of the dogs have a very specific personality and psychology, and Batty is very often, I think, with some kind of melancholic.
You know, dogs, they age differently. We're like an hour hand where we can't see it moving, but a dog is on a minute hand where not quite a second hand, but you can almost see it aging. I mean, they lived like 1/10 of us. It just goes so fast, and I've had to go through that 10 times since 1970 to see that. As a child, I was a painter. I went to art school because I was a good drawer and painter. My art school teacher in high school said, "You should go to art school." Okay. So I did, and then I found out that art wasn't just, you know, painting, and in the 60s painting was dead, so I believed that. And I got going with the photo and the video, and that was, you know, but after 15 years, or more, I started to miss making something with my hand like that. So I started to, I started to paint on things like doors and walls, and, you know, just couldn't repress it.
Speaking of the big triptych that is here, the complexity of the composition and the sophistication of it is amazing.
Yes, it changed from just extending it to embedding it in a whole different way, to playing with a perspective, to just kept opening up. And also I just discovered with the bigger works, color and how color works with these things.